Hi, and good evening.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
Doing well, doing fantastic. So, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Where are you from?
I'm from India.
From India. Are you currently living there?
Yes, right now I'm in India.
Yeah. And what do you work or do you study?
I work. Actually, I own an institute here in India,
What kind of institute do you own?
teaching institute. Yeah, it is for teenage students.
Teenage students.
Yeah,
Boys and girls or just boys?
boys and girls both.
Yeah. And what kind of institute is it? Is it a normal school?
It's not a school. It is tutoring center. Like students come after school. They come here to study their subject like physics, chemistry, mathematics, right?
Okay. So is it for children that need extra help with their studies or do they just want extra help?
Like there was time when few children used to come to coaching or tutoring center, but right now everybody, even they would not go to school, but they would come to tutoring center. The problem with schools are that they are not paying attention to students nowadays in India. So school is just just for name now.
So, do you think it's because the schools have too many students that they're unable to focus more individually?
Yeah, this is also a problem in India because it is a hugely populated country. So,
Yeah.
this is one of the problems. But apart from that, I think, right now there is a trend, like just, schools are not taking any responsibility for the kind of, performance of the students. So, for example, right, if students are not doing good and if they are coming to my tutoring center, parents would come and they will complain to me, their wards have not done well, but they would not go to schools. So the problem with the society is also that society is not kind of, paying attention to all these things. So yeah, it is unfortunate, but yeah, it's the truth in India right now. I don't know about the other countries.
Yeah, I think kind of the standard problem in the UK is that there's too many students to teach teachers, so teachers are teaching a class of, say 30 or more children at a time and they're unable to, give students that are maybe not understanding or struggling a bit more attention, or you get children that mess about, distract the class, distract themselves, and then they're not learning and there's nothing that can really be done about it. So teachers are kind of fighting a losing battle, and students that are wanting to learn aren't getting the same energy really back. um but I don't feel like there's many institutions like what you've got set up out there here.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's just England. That's all I can say really. Um, but it sounds
There,
like you're doing. So do people? Are schools like public? Are they public schools that are free? And then your
sorry.
institute, do they have to pay to be at your institute?
Yes, yes, they have to pay to me, but they are paying more than like they are not paying as much as they are paying in schools, right? They are not paying to tutoring center. After all, yeah, we guys are taking all the care of the students right now. Like things are also different because of social media and things. Kids are also not disciplined. They are not trying to study in schools because there are 50 students in one batch, and how can teacher give attention to each every individuals? So the problem is that students will have to be disciplined to be taught in the class. But the problem is that children are also not trying to study. Like they start doing something or the other in the class. So some teachers are good, they want to teach, but words are not trying to learn. So that's also
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah, no, it's difficult. It seems to be a bit of a endless cycle. But so you say it's teenagers, is that from 13 to 18 or specific ages?
No, they are around 12 to 18, 19, so kind of high school students, right? From primary, not primary, middle school to high school students. In India, we have middle school. Kind of after fifth grade, we call it middle school, right? To eighth
Right,
grade. And high school is ninth and 10th grade, right? So
right.
students of 6th to 12th grade come to my institute.
Oh, okay. And you is that when they leave, are they ready to then go to university?
After college, yeah, they go to university. I mean, after 12th grade, they go to university, yeah.
Right, okay. Do you find that a lot of people stay local for university, or do you think that a lot of people are traveling now, students going to different countries and
No, right now students are traveling to different countries because of the ease of, things, because of technology and resources and transport that we have. So I think, students are preferring to go outside of India, and even students from different countries are coming to India. So like they are exploring now. But after all, yes, the place where I am residing, most of the local peoples are studying at university.
okay. So how long have you been running the institution?
To be honest, it has been 7 years now. I had established in 2017. Just I was very young, kind of, yeah. So yeah, since then I'm running. During COVID period, I had to face lots of challenges, but I overcame it because by using technology.
So how old were you when you started the institution?
Just 18,
You were only 18.
yes.
That's
When I
amazing.
had started, I was 18, yes.
That's crazy. And do you run it with anyone else?
No, right now I have tutors. I have 4 tutors. But when I started, I was all alone. I was teaching all these subjects like mathematics, physics, chemistry, and bio to my students. But right now, yes, it is very kind of, exhausting job to teach all these subjects, and these subjects are not easy to be taught. So that's why I have brought tutors now, so I could pay attention to my own subjects only. Right now, I'm teaching them chemistry, and I have other tutors for other subjects.
Right, okay. Um, and so you teach chemistry. So did you specialize in chemistry when you were a student?
Yes, I have done my MSc in chemistry, masters.
And when did you do that?
I finished my master in 2020.
So you were studying your masters while running the institution?
Yes, no, I was just studying my bachelor, BSc, right? I was doing BSc when I had established my tutoring center, right? So I
Right.
completed my BSc parallel to the running institute, and I also finished my university kind of MSc. Yeah. So altogether, it was course of 5 years, and I've finished 5 years course now.
Wow. I don't know how you have time.
Yes, kind of I could manage it. I have kind of because I was always been interested in chemistry, so it was kind of subject I could learn at any point of time, right? So, and even though teaching is when you are teaching, then it's not kind of hindrance for you. When you are working in other sectors and you want to study, then it is kind of hindrance. It can cause problem. But while you are teaching, then I especially what I have realized in my life, it seemed like I have been growing after teaching the students. So it was also giving me kind of benefit in my own studies.
Oh, well, that's good. So how many students do you have in a class?
In one batches right now around 30 students. Especially right now, teachers know how to take care of everything, right? So kind of, in their class, it's their own responsibility to, take care of everything, right? I don't have assistants or manager that will manage everything. So I have instructed the tutors that how to do all these things, and they are doing, right? So altogether, right now, I have to look after everything, right? After teaching also. So kind of, yes, but in future, I think right now I need assistance, so they would take care of everything. So like kind of it is growing institute. Uh, to be honest, this year after Corona, this year my institute has done really well. I have good number of students, and I feel like next year it is going to be bigger. So I will have to look for assistant and lots of other stuff now.
And is it all on one campus in one building?
Yes, it is in one building. I have two classrooms right now. Both are running together. I mean, two tutors can take class at one time, right? So I'm looking to increase two classrooms next year as well. So yeah. But I will have to look for other apartment. Right now, I have only two classrooms here, so I will have to look for bigger apartment where I could have 4 or 5 classrooms together. So I'm looking for two more classrooms at least next year.
And during COVID, you said that you had some difficulties and obstacles to overcome. What were they?
Obstacles were that I had never used technology. I had never taught online, so it was kind of challenging thing to overcome all the barriers. But yes, it took me a few months, but I overcame it. Kind of also think like students were not willing to take part in online classes, so it was also a problem. But when they saw that lockdown is not going to open for few years or months, then they uh, got admission. So that's what only problem. I had problem with managing finance on those days because I had lost my source of income and I have to pay rent of the buildings and everything, apartment,
Yeah.
right?
So yeah, because I think a lot of people thought that COVID would be over in like 2 weeks, not 2 years.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, I think that took a lot of people by surprise. But no, that's good. It obviously, yeah, it affected a lot of people. So well done. So is it every day that you have classes?
Uh, Not, we don't have classes on weekend. I mean, even on weekend, Saturday, sometimes we have, sometimes we don't have, but on Sunday, institute remain closed. Yeah, so every Sunday the institute would be closed. Just we have class for 6 days in a week, and we have holidays, at least 2 3 holidays in India every month, okay, because it is huge country and lots of festivals are being celebrated. So every month we will have 2 3 festivals. Yeah, so that would be also holiday for us.
Oh, okay. And is it in the evenings?
Yes, it is in the evening, mainly in the evening, because the students go to their school in the morning and they come at noon, and afternoon they come to institution at evening.
For how long?
One classes goes for right now 2 hours. Yeah, like we teach them two subjects in a one day, right? So
Right.
kind of every day two subjects. So we have routine for all these subjects, right?
Oh, okay. Seems like you've got it
Alternative
all
days.
under control.
Yeah. So
Well, we've run out
we
of
are
time,
running
so
out
it
of
was
time.
lovely to meet you. Thank you.
Same here.
Bye.